Does your life change once a month because of your period? Still using pads? Tampax can change the way you feel without your period. Tampax tampons protect internally, so you feel cleaner. No pad can do that. Feeling cleaner is more comfortable. Plus, more women use Tampax than any other tampon or pad. Now that's something. Remember, there's a feeling with Tampax. It can actually change the way you feel about your period.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. America loves an epic rivalry that goes on for generations and generations. The Yankees versus the Mets, the Lakers versus the Celtics, the Redskins versus the Cowboys, Donald Trump versus CNN. This is President Trump's first press conference after becoming president-elect in 2015. This is a 10-year-old clip. This is the first time Donald Trump spoke as the president-elect, and guess who he was able to rip directly in front of the world's cameras? Jim Acosta, CNN.
Don't be rude.
You're attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you give us a question?
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you stay categorically?
You are fake news.
And then you could hear the rounds of applause because people just freaking loved it. Nobody's ever heard a president speak like this. It was chaotic and beautiful and the start of something pretty ugly, actually. Because what it descended to was Jim Acosta, as you can see here clearly, putting his hands on White House interns and press staff, fighting them in order to keep his microphone, and getting gutted by Donald Trump, again in front of the world's cameras, just 3 years later.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr.
Excuse
President.
me, that's enough.
Mr. President, I had one other
Peter,
question,
let's
if
go.
I may ask, on the Russia investigation. Are you concerned that you may have
I'm not concerned
indictments-
about anything with
that you
the
may have
Russian
indictments coming
investigation
down?
because it's a hoax.
Are you-
That's enough. Put down the mic.
Mr. President, are you worried about indictments coming down in this investigation?
Mr. President.
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working for CNN.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, Trump just seems to be right on these things and in these moments, because just a few short years later after Trump said that, CNN fires Jim Acosta. Even though Jim Acosta had the #1 rated show at CNN, which shocked me, but whatever. Somebody's got to be top of the toilet bowl, and Jim Acosta was. But after, I think, some pressure internally from the White House and from the powers that be, Jim Acosta quit in humiliation from CNN and has decided to descend into abject and total obscurity, taking crack shots at Donald Trump from unwatchable live streams with cringy, hideous leftist goblins, making fun of Trump's dead wife. Sick puppy, man. Donald Trump was right. You are a truly shameful human being. Jim Acosta has been slammed for vile joke about Donald Trump's dead ex-wife, Ivana Trump. Acosta made a cruel comment about Ivana Trump's grave while discussing Trump's administration, immigration policies. This is, of course, the wife of Donald Trump, his first wife, the mother of Dawn, Eric, and Ivanka, somebody who obviously President Trump mourned when she passed last year, the entire family. Pretty sick thing to do, to make fun of someone's dead wife. The correspondence remarked prompted a response from the White House saying that Jim Acosta is a disgraceful human being. Where are the ICE raids at Trump properties? Acosta said in a tangent, then bringing up Trump's dead wife. Here's the clip. It's despicable.
Though, where are the ICE raids at the Trump properties?
Yes.
Can somebody call ICE on the Trump golf course in Virginia?
Yes,
You're telling me
by
there's
the way.
nobody in there that is undocumented or has some kind of squirreliness going on with their paperwork? Give me a break. Hey, how many immigrants has he married? He's got one buried at his golf course in New Jersey. Isn't she buried by the first hole or the second tee or something like that?
The first hole, yeah, it's the first hole.
Immigrants always doing the jobs that Americans don't want to do.
He's
Isn't that what
definitely
it is?
not want to get.
Look at these hideous goblins. Truly. Look at them laughing about a guy's dead wife. They're monsters. They're truly monsters. Imagine what they do with power. I mean, we've seen it. We saw it during COVID. We saw it during 4 years of Joe Biden. Imagine what these people would do if we gave them power. Again, we won't, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep these these absolute and total wretched individuals away. And we're glad that they've all been fired. I mean, you have Jen Rubin on there, April, whatever her name is, Jim Acosta. They were all like resistant superstars of the first Trump administration, and now they're reduced to whatever the hell that was. We should poll like how many streaming numbers did you do? Like really, let's go find that out. Jim Acosta keeping it classy as always, cracking jokes about a guy's dead wife. Carolyn Levitt says, Jim Acosta is a disgraceful human being. One of the best features of modern mass media age is it's so much easier to see how mentally imbalanced and contemptible so many of the media class are. Jim Acosta is a no-talent ass clown who hasn't even heard anyone talk about since he got fired from CNN. He traded his own White House credential to lecture the country. This is a great reminder of exactly what President Trump was up against in this first term. The whole press corps happy to dance on the grave of somebody, his ex-wife, and score points. I'm going to call him a Nazi. No one else could have endured 10 years of this relentless assault, but Trump did. And he's left their industry in ruins. Jim Acosta, bottom-feeding scum-sucker. Jim Acosta is trash. Jim Acosta is the epitome of garbage in legacy media. Pudgy, putrid pile of poo. Ooh, Jim Acosta is scum. White House savages. Disgraceful human being as he jokes about Trump's dead ex-wife. Are there any limits here? Is there any limits? Obviously, CNN fired Jim Acosta. Okay, good. Donald Trump, when given an opportunity to talk to CNN, still at the White House, there's still plenty of bitterness there. Not exactly the fireworks that we've seen, but of course we're only 140 days in. But the Trump-Acosta relationship, CNN knew what they were doing. Man, I'm glad they're being sold for parts now. Trump eviscerates reporter who asks whether he'll nuke Iran as Israel teeters on the brink. President Trump saying, you're stupid. CNN reporter, hey, you going to nuke Iran?
Whether you are moving closer or you believe the U.S. is moving closer to striking Iranian nuclear facilities. Where's your mindset on that?
I can't say that, right? You don't seriously think I'm going to answer that question? Will you strike the Iranian nuclear component? And what time exactly, sir? Sir, would you strike it? Would you please inform us so we can be there and watch? I mean, you don't know that I'm going to even do it. You don't know. I may do it. I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do. I can tell you this, that Iran's got a lot of trouble, and they want to negotiate. And I said, why didn't you negotiate with me before? All this death and destruction. Why didn't you negotiate? I said to the people, why didn't you negotiate with me 2 weeks ago? You could have done fine. You would have had a country. It's very sad to watch this. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. It's so, everyone thought it was going to be the reverse. I didn't think so. And I was telling them, you gotta do something. You gotta negotiate. And at the end, last minute, they said, no, we're not going to do that, and they got hit. Remember 60 days, and then came the 60. 61 is going to become a very famous number. That was one hell of a hit. That first hit, that was one hell of a hit. Not sustainable, to be honest. That's where it ended. It ended on the first night. Yes.
Is it too late though? Do you think it's too late to now?
Really, nothing's too late. The only thing too late is Powell. Powell's too late. Too late, Powell.
Have the Iranians reached out to you, Mr. President?
President Trump saying that he wants peace with Iran, that Iran has reached out, but roasting CNN reporter like, what the hell's wrong with you? Do you think that I'm going to answer that for you? You are fake news. I can't. It's like it ages like a fine wine. President Trump's first press conference.
Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you give us a question?
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you stay categorically?
You are fake news.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you just like to spin the oldies. If you enjoy those kind of things, and if you think that CNN should be shut down, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. While CNN is doing mass layoffs and firing all their talent, we are very happy to be growing stronger. Hiring, ladies and gentlemen, it's all because of you. So we say thank you from this program. Extreme gratitude on this channel. You'll find nothing else. See you.